Good evening, and welcome to another episode of Que-stead-Que. What you gonna do? I don't know, but something's gonna grow. Okay, y'all, I'm trying to film widescreen again, and I hope this isn't lopsided for you. Believe me, I have noticed. What happened was Apple, once again, in their brilliancy, I guess that's the word, decided to update us once again, and in the last update, the video, it will film horizontally, but then when you look at it on the TV or on the screen, then suddenly it's sideways. So if this is sideways, know that I am aware, and if there's an issue with this particular episode, the next one will be filmed vertically, up and down, where you don't get the widescreen until they come back. You know what happens a few weeks later? They come back and say, we fixed the bugs and all that stuff. So that's what we're waiting on right now. So just to let you know. Alrighty, well, Garden 2023 is now in the history books. And I don't know if y'all see, Mule Lee the barn cat showed up. He's over in the corner now because I just got through blowing leaves and he's afraid of the leaf blower. So I went on and fed him today since that other cat wasn't around. And I'm out here right now. It's 5:30 p.m. and I'm out here. What's with this dog? Oh, he's barking at Mule Lee. That's what it is, because he's looking over there too. Well, the dog can't get you, Mule Lee, so come on back over here if you want to be safe. But anyway, I'm sitting out here. It's 5:30, and today it reached 71 degrees. I know for some of y'all that's cold weather, but for us in Michigan, oh, with what we've had, and next week the bottom is really falling out. We're not getting any higher than 39 and 40, and since November the 1st is next week, that's right on schedule. So the cold weather will be here to stay. So this is indeed Indian summer, what I've been talking about. So we hit 71 today. There's Mule Lee, he's getting ready to come now. We hit 71 today, we're supposed to hit 71 tomorrow, and then we're doing one more fishing trip. And on that day, it's supposed to hit 74. That'll be Friday, and I think it's supposed to hit 74. No, it's gonna hit 71 on Thursday, 71 Wednesday, 74 Friday. Then it's gonna be even nicer the weekend, but it's supposed to rain. So we're gonna do one more fishing trip. We did go on yesterday. Now, when we went last week, we didn't catch any. JD only caught a pike, and that was on a fluke, but he caught it. So that was all that was caught that day. We went yesterday. We had to do scientific measurements. We studied for a week just to try to pick the best day to go. And so we picked yesterday, and we were right on the money. So we caught fish on yesterday. I didn't catch as many because it took me 3 hours to figure out that the fish were at the bottom, and you needed either a tight line or you needed to fish real deep with the bobber. So that's how I caught my fish yesterday. But I did catch a respectable 8. And JD, he caught nearly the limit, so he's happy because see, he's further back in stock than I am for the winter. So we're gonna go one more time, and that's gonna be it for me. Once that bottom falls out next week, that's it. I'm not fishing in the cold. Now, last year, we went on Thanksgiving Day, and I caught a fish, but I mean, just one, and we froze, and I didn't even bring that fish home. I threw it back. I caught a perch. And then we went on Christmas. We didn't go on Christmas. We went in December, just to say, because I wanted to say that I fished in December and the water wasn't frozen. So we went for a couple of hours, and it was really nice, but we didn't catch nothing. We was sitting out there looking silly, but it was actually above freezing that day. We had on our gloves and coat and stuff, so we weren't that bad. And we only stayed maybe an hour or two just to say that we fished in December. Well, JD, he fishes in the winter anyway, but that ice fishing don't count. I mean, sitting at the bank, throwing your hook out into the water type fishing. We had never done that in December. JD may have, but I hadn't. So I just wanted to have that as part of my bucket list, and I completed it. So that was last year, but it won't be happening this year, that's for sure. And we have this El Nino coming, so I don't think that we're gonna freeze over this year to begin with. In fact, I'm trying to decide if I want to bring my snowblower out, because I usually bring my snowblower out because it's a 2-stage, it's the big kind. I usually bring it out of the shed on the 1st of November, then I cover it, and then I have a lock, a heavy duty lock that I lock it to the deck, and then it's right here, so whenever it snows, if it has to be used, then I can just start it up right here, go down the driveway, and snow blow what I need to snow blow. Last year I didn't have to use it once. The year before last I only used it twice, and I bought it in 2017 when I bought my first home, which was on a corner lot, and I had a lot to blow. I only used it like 2 or 3 times over there and didn't really have to do that. So that was a waste of money, almost. But if we ever get a bad winter, that snow blower will be much needed, so it's staying. I thought about selling it and just getting a smaller one because I have less to do now, but nobody will buy it. You know, very few people need a 2-stage snow blower, so I'm just stuck with it for now, and I can't afford to just outright buy a smaller one. But I wish that I could, because that would be wonderful. Even one of those heated shovels would do good, you know, for me. But anyway, off of that, I'm rambling again. So yeah, I finished up today. Well, I'm not quite finished, but I'll be finished tomorrow. So what I did was I tore down the rest of the garden. I just piled, because I have so much compost. I got some in the fridge that I'm getting ready to bring out. I piled some right there. So if it's still there in the spring, I'll just throw it into the compost bin. I cleaned all the plants out. I got this table blown off, so tomorrow I'm going to wash it and bleach it real good out here, let it dry, and then I will be bringing it in on tomorrow. And it's supposed to rain tomorrow, but then again, it was supposed to rain today, and it didn't. So we'll see. Even if it's raining, the rain will actually kind of clean it off, but I'm still going to sterilize it. But if the rain washes that surface dirt off of it, then I can bring it in the way that it is and finish washing it inside. But the way it looks now, I don't want to do that. I want to scrub it. Okay, I tore down and look at Mule Lee. He's sitting there where the beehive used to be. So he'll come up later, but there he is. I hadn't seen Mule Lee in over a month. Okay, then the stuff from the keyhole garden, I piled right here in the middle, and everything is out now. Y'all know I have potatoes buried here. I need to clean these weeds out. Now that's something I'll probably do tomorrow. I'm gonna clean those weeds. Actually, I could leave them because, you know, the hay will kill the weeds. That's the best solution for weeds, y'all. At least that's what I heard. I'm finna find out, huh? But anyway, they say if you bury weeds with the hay, it'll kill off the weeds, because the weeds can't get sunlight and all that, and they'll die. And they won't come back because you have the hay. And then you just top it off as the hay breaks down. So, and you know I'm buying my hay. It'll be this weekend, actually. Actually, I can go get it tomorrow. I might do that. I'll go pick it up tomorrow. They sell 3 bales for $20, so I'm thinking for this I'll need 1 bale, and then that potato patch I'm gonna need a bale, and I'm gonna put a bale on the side of the house for over there. And then y'all know I'm doing the roof stout potatoes next year, which is gonna be in the front. And then I also need to do like not a whole bale, but maybe a cake of the bale in the front. This blueberry plant that my sister bought me looks really good. It did very well this year, and it's starting to turn, and it should come back next year. This part of it, that was from my blueberry plant, and it didn't take. I just stuck it in the ground to see if it would root, and so it didn't. So there we go. My raspberry plant that my garden buddy gave me, I think it's the yellow gold, is doing very well. And then she gave me, I think that's arugula over there. Those are perennials, so all these will come back next year. Okay, so hopefully I'll get some fruit. I didn't get too much this year. I know I'm gonna get strawberries next year. Okay, then I came into the greenhouse. Instead of, usually at the end of the season, the first 2 years, I cleaned the greenhouse out totally, just cleared it out of the crates and everything. So it was totally empty, so that when it's time to seed, you know, do my seeds, because I usually start my seeds inside, and then I bring them to the greenhouse and let them acclimate to the weather in April. Instead, I have to still do that, but instead of cleaning the greenhouse out like I normally do, these strawberries needed to stay. I'm gonna let that celery die because it didn't do too well. But the strawberries need to stay. They have to be somewhere over the winter, and I don't want them out in the elements. But when April comes and I start doing my seed trays in here, at that time, I will move the strawberries out, because the weather will be warm enough for them to live outdoors. And so once I do that, then I'll have room for my seed trays, or I can stack the strawberries over here on the other side because these are empty. I'll probably pull these out because I'm going to, and I'm not doing it yet. I'm just leaving them in here for the winter, but I'll be pulling these crates out and amending the soil, and I will be planting my seedlings or my starters into the crates because all those are empty, all of them, with the exception of okra. I cut that down. I'll get that out next year, and the same with the greens. I harvested that, and I'll get that out next year. My figs have died back. I'm about to lose the leaves, and they should come back next year. I got rid of that loofah. I pulled as many of the weeds that had grown underneath the greenhouse in here out, and then I took the leaf blower and blew. All this stuff is just junk, but I'm gonna be taking my seed starting stuff that's over there and the cups inside, and that'll be this weekend. So this all under here will be clear once I'm done. Okay, what else? And that's about it. Oh, and I need to throw away those moldy magazines, seed catalogs rather. So and so that's all I'm doing in here for the season until April. Now in April I'll clean it up real good once I get my seeds, you know, my plants, starter plants in there and stuff. Then I'll give the greenhouse a good cleaning. But I said this, if I did it now, it would be wasted energy because it's not going to do anything but get messed up again. And like I said, those strawberries still have to stay in there. So let me get this, got it closed up. Let me get the see how I'm doing this. I do that so that no animals can get in. The only thing I have to worry about is mice. And I really haven't had that problem because of Mule Lee, that is. So that's why I let him stay. I went on and fed him today. Okay. And I got the hole. I got two holes now. This one here, and now I got another one. So I don't know what's up with this mesh. But what I'm going to do over the winter is I'm going to find some netting. In fact, I have some netting. And I think what I'm going to do is take some duct tape. Y'all know how that go. Take some duct tape and tape a net along here so that nothing can get in, but then I won't have the holes either. Because I can see how if the wind blows hard enough, if any animal sees that hole, they're going to come into that greenhouse just to get warmth over the winter. I can see Mule Lee doing that. So anyway, so I'm going to get that done. So that's it. That's all this for today. And as you can see, yes, I have the leaves, but believe me, this is probably 5 times less than what I've had before the tree cutting. And so the tree is coming along. They're falling, and a lot of them are falling over there, so that's good. So I'm just sitting out here enjoying until the sun finishes going down. So here's my harvest. I ended up getting a harvest. These are the greens. They didn't do too well. They didn't grow big like I was expecting, but the last batch did. And I ended up with like 20 or 30 peppers there. So I pulled those, and even with the blooms, I pulled the pepper plants. I had blooms and baby peppers because next week, once it hits a high of 30, that's it. So I didn't want to have to do that then, you know, once it's cold out. I decided to just go on and do it today. Oh, and tomorrow I'm gonna harvest that horseradish because that is ready. So I need to get that. And that's about it. So, yep, so that's it for this episode. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. And I just wanted to fill you in on the end of Garden 2023. And y'all know I started Garden 2024. I've got the, I think I came on for you guys to let you know what happened with the garlic, that I had taken the paper off the garlic. So the one, I planted one in that first table over there, and I planted them along that bed there, and I planted some in the front. But then I came through, I had 2 bulbs left of the music, and one of the music and one of the German, I think it was called German garlic. I wrote it down, believe me, so I don't forget. Anyway, I planted it in that first table. So I'm hoping that the garlic that I planted at first don't rot. It can rot, but it's no guarantee that it will rot, but it can. So if it rots over the winter, because of the moisture and stuff, it won't come up. I have a feeling that it's not gonna rot. I just have faith that it won't. Plus, I'm gonna cover it extra heavily with the hay so that the moisture can't really get to it the way that it would if I left it bare like it is now. So I'm gonna put an extra layer of the hay on it. That's why I think, because it's 3 bales for $20, I think, and then 1 bale for, I think 1 bale costs 7 or 8, something like that. So I think I'm gonna get 4 bales just to make sure I have enough for that garlic. And if all that garlic comes up, oh, we're gonna have a slew of it. I'm gonna be giving garlic away or selling it, one or the other. And then if it doesn't come up, I know that the garlic in that table there will be successful. Okay, so that's about it. So I'm sitting here just relaxing and really enjoying this evening. I'm without a coat. I haven't gone without a jacket in, oh my goodness, it's been about 2 months now. So today I was able to come out without a jacket. Pray I don't, this is pneumonia weather in Michigan, y'all. People get pneumonia quick because people get to thinking it's summer again and they get out in their shorts and all this stuff. Then all of a sudden the cold hits them and you got pneumonia. So I'm being careful, you know, because of my health and stuff. And I'm getting ready to get started with some things. You know, I mentioned today I need to get back to the neurologist, and then I need to get to my doctor. There's a lot of stuff I need to get done. So I'm gonna get started, you know, with my health and stuff. So getting things squared away before we get too deep into winter. And hopefully, you know, but the stuff I need done can be done locally. So as long as it's not a snowstorm, I'll be okay. All right, so once again, I'm rambling, so I'm gonna get off. We're at 17 minutes here. So I'm gonna bid you a farewell, and may God bless you all. I hope that you are enjoying your fall thus far. We will talk to you later, and may God bless you all. Bye-bye.